If the first two games of the season are any indication, this Denver Broncos player could be breaking into the realm of superstardom. So, the first chance that I got to see the Denver Broncos in person was training camp in July this season. And from day one, something was different out there. Troy Franklin, from the first snap of team drills, looked like a completely different player than we saw in his rookie season. Troy Franklin was catching everything that was being thrown at him. His route tree had clearly increased. Last season, Troy Franklin basically had two routes. He had a go route and he had a stop route. This year, he was running drags. He was running in breakers. He was running posts. He was running the go and the stop. He was running basically every single route that was in the route tree. I said, man, if Troy Franklin keeps this up, he's got a chance to have a really big time year. As training camp went on, he kept stacking days. He kept getting better and better. He was showing that it wasn't just a flash in the pan. Troy Franklin actually was growing and getting better as a football player. And I criticized Troy Franklin pretty heavily in his rookie year. Some of it might have been unwarranted in hindsight. I wasn't in belief that Troy Franklin was going to develop to this point in his career because I felt that he was kind of an overrated player coming out. He didn't have much of a route tree in college. He was a straight line speed merchant, and I wondered if he was going to be able to improve in that department. Well, he proved me wrong. He definitely has gotten better in that department, and I want to go ahead and bring in this tweet here from Zach Seegers, or this series of tweets. Troy Franklin last season had 28 catches on 53 targets for 263 yards and 2 touchdowns. In 2 weeks of 2025, he's got 12 catches on 15 targets for 133 yards and a touchdown. Last season, Troy Franklin, he was not a guy that you would think of as a contested catch receiver. He was struggling to make those kind of catches. He struggled to track the deep ball from Bo Nix. Some of that was Nix overthrowing him or underthrowing him, but even when Nix would give him a good ball, Franklin would drop it. That drop against the Raiders week 5 for a touchdown, that one lives in Broncos country's head to this day. But Franklin has gotten better with his hands. He's caught 80% of his targets, the 7th best rate amongst wide receivers with at least 10 targets so far this season. The wide receivers who rank ahead of him: Puka Nacua, Stephon Diggs, Deebo Samuel, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Waddle, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's 2 for 2 in contested catch situations this year, and there's only 6 wide receivers this season, including Franklin, with a 100% contested catch rate and multiple contested catch opportunities. The other 5, Jalen Waddle, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Puka Nacua, and Hollywood Brown. Seegers points out, of course, that this is all small sample size. I will say the same thing with Troy Franklin that I've said with Bo Nix. Progression is not linear with a young player. There are going to be peaks and there are going to be valleys. But Troy Franklin is riding a big-time peak right now. He is on pace for 102 catches for 1,131 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season. Is he actually going to get there? Probably not. He's probably going to have a couple of games where he's not producing at the same level that he did last week, but I still think if Troy Franklin can have over 70 catches, if he could get maybe 800 receiving yards, and if he could get 7 touchdowns, I'd say that'd be a really damn good season, and maybe he even goes beyond that, and he does reach this category here. If Troy Franklin reaches this category, then I would say we're talking about him potentially being the wide receiver 1 for the Denver Broncos ahead of Courtland Sutton. Now, Sutton will still be the X wide receiver. He'll still be the number 1 receiver in terms of the alignment. Franklin, more of an inside guy. When he does play outside, he plays the Z receiver position where you can motion him, stuff like that. But There's a realistic world where Troy Franklin leads the Denver Broncos in catches this year, and I didn't think we'd be saying that coming in. He's got the chemistry with Bo Nix. He showed that off in the game on Sunday. That scramble drill play, that was all chemistry between those two players. I could see a scenario here where Troy Franklin becomes Bo Nix's favorite target. Hats off to you, Troy, because you've done everything that you needed to do to go out there and get better, and you've really become a complete wide receiver. I know you're probably not going to see this video, but if you do, mad respect, my man. Mad respect. All right, Broncos country, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Troy Franklin? Do you think he's got a chance to emerge as the top target for the Denver Broncos this year? I didn't think so coming in, but now I think it's definitely possible based on what we've seen these first two games. But I want to know your thoughts in the comment section below, Broncos country. I would love to hear from you as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well, subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you guys want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. I would really appreciate it. Not mandatory whatsoever, but if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping the channel grow, I would really appreciate it if you would consider it. Again, the link is in the description below. Alright guys, and until next time, I'm your host Gage Madrid, saying peace out.